Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinke, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that a new report is out. And according to this report, most of the top DEX-es are unsafe. 14 out of 25 decentralized exchanges scored poorly in terms of cyber security. The second news is going to be about that Germany is about to introduce the new coronavirus rule, and it has many details, but one very important one for the economy is that they will compensate small firms up to 75% of their revenue. And this is very important because it's all about money printing, and this will have an effect on the economy. And the third news is about a new hype. The founder of Yearn Finance has launched a new token, and of course people FOMO in. Which one is it? What is going on? I will tell you. So all this in today's video. And if you would like to stay up to date in blockchain and cryptocurrency, the only thing you have to do to subscribe to this YouTube channel, blockchainbloom, because I put videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, you're getting the freshest news from us, that's for sure. And also, you can educate yourself with us, don't forget, because we have a totally free course for you. It's all about how to start to invest in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. A lot of security steps, important things, what is stablecoin, and so on and so forth. So all this in this course, and the link is under this video, you can find it. And if you're really interested about Bitcoin and blockchain, you would like to get the full picture, there's another great course about it, also the link under this video. And now it's time to check out the market, how it looks like. So we have, let's refresh the page, and yeah. So we have Bitcoin right now at $13,169. So Bitcoin dropped since yesterday. Remember, before yesterday it was over 13,800 and almost reached the 2 years all-time high. In the last 2 years, in the highest one, it was very close to it, but it was rejected. But since that, it's keeping itself above 13,000. It can happen, it goes lower because maybe, you know, people take profit. It's very simple as that. But you know what we can see right now, so far so good. However, the rest of the other tokens and coins actually went down in the last 24 hours. When we're looking at the winners, we can see Digibyte with 11%, FTX token 7% in plus, and Synthetics Network token 5%. But when we're looking at them, it's not big gains in the last 24 hours. Rather, we have actually drops. Compound 9%, Loopring 8%, Decentraland 8%. These are the top three of the losers. And yeah, we will see how this scenario will play now out. What will happen to Bitcoin? Now it's really actually started to go a little bit sideways above 13,000, but you know, nothing major happened. We'll see. I personally bullish on Bitcoin in long term, and also don't forget that we have a lot of uncertainty in the market. For example, the US election, it's coming up next week, so it's very close. After it, not immediately probably, because we won't know immediately who is the new president, but soon after it, things will settle and maybe things start to turn bullish. And also don't forget that now in many days in a row, the stock market is going down. Yesterday, it went down quite well, around 3%. So if you look all these, that's totally normal. Then we can see even crypto going down. But Bitcoin, it's holding itself still quite well, and that's positive. And now let's move on to the first news. And the title of this article, which I found on Cointelegraph, is "The Most DEXs Are Unsafe." And there was a recent report from Live, a crypto exchange ranking platform, and they found that 14 out of 25 top decentralized exchanges with other names, DEX-es, scored poorly in terms of cyber security. And here is what they checked. So the report looked at a variety of unique problems that most DEX-es faces, including fake token listing, the prevalence of slippage, delay in transaction confirmation, and the lack of data about listed trading pairs. They also looked at whether each exchange had undergone security audits, offered bounties to incentivize the public discovery of bugs, and ensured adequate end-to-end security, and more, okay? So they ranked these exchanges between 1 and 10, and obviously 10 is the best and 1 is the worst. And they said above 8, they say it's a high score, so it's so far so good. Between 6 and 8, they consider it good, and everything under 6, it's poor. And here we can see actually the list, okay? And you can see that only 2 of the DEXs, Uniswap and Synthetics, have a score above 8. And the highest is Uniswap with 8.35, then it's with Synthetics 8.25. And then we have several of them, including here Sushi, Balancer, Binance DEX, which are between 6 and 8. So considered good, not high, but actually good. But look, there are several exchanges. They actually have a very poor score. They also said here that 6 exchanges, which is basically the 24%, failed to pass a security audit or did not publicly announced that they have undergone an audit. And it should be noted that an unaudited exchange cannot be considered safe. So which doesn't have really an audit, it cannot be safe. And this is actually important if you just think about that. Now DEXs are more and more popular. People enjoying this decentralized exchanges. There is now a FOMO also, and this could be the new thing after centralized exchanges. But it's very important what is behind it. And if you use a DEX, make sure you're using a safe one. And according to this report, Uniswap, it looks like the safest. So this is actually very important. It's great to use new technology. There are great things in DEXs, but please be aware of the risks. Make sure that the DEXs are audited and actually that they are quite serious about cyber security, because otherwise you are the one who is in danger. I mean, your crypto and so on and so forth. Okay, so this was the first news. The second news I wanted to talk about, and this is that Germany to impose new coronavirus rules in record high rise in cases, basically everywhere in Europe, worldwide, in many countries, the numbers are getting higher and higher. So just some basic things that this will be active from Monday. And it lasts till end of November, so goes for more than a month. At least this is the start, and include advising Germans to avoid unnecessary private journeys, including visiting relatives. Then here are the restaurants, bars, leisure facilities, and cultural institutes, including opera house and theater, will be ordered to close. School and nurseries, they will keep going, and the majority of the businesses also. So there will be a more serious lockdown, and this can obviously affect businesses such as restaurants, bars, and so on and so forth. It's a very, very detailed article. I would like to just highlight the most important things according to the economy, because that's what we're examining now. And they also said here that small firms would be compensated, and this is very important, with up to 75% of their revenue for the same time last year. For the period they were forced to close, while bigger businesses, which should receive up to 70% from the state. So the state is paying them. And it is estimated that month-long lockdown, which pretty much the whole November, will cost the state between 7 and 10 billion euro. And this is actually very big money, and pretty much it's going to be probably printed. So they have to make this money. Which is from the business side, we're looking at it's very gentle and very nice that they will provide up to 75% of the revenue compared to last year's, which is great because that makes the businesses survive. They're not saying that, wow, you can make, giant profits now, but they will cover their expenses and they can keep their employees and so on and so forth. This is a great thing. On the downside is that if this is happening, this is now in Germany. Germany, it's has a large economy in Europe, and so it's a major player. And imagine that this will happen in other countries as well. So, for example, probably sooner or later, the US will also do something. Some stimulus checks are coming out. But now this is happening now worldwide. Now seeing this in Europe, then maybe it's coming in the United States. And this will actually push towards inflation, hyperinflation even. Because, you cannot do this unpunished for ever. You're printing new money, you're putting new money, you're forcing inflation. And this could be actually dangerous for the economy. So it's one way then to secure the businesses, okay, but in long term, there will be a point then they cannot, redo things, and then the money will be inflated. So I just wanted to highlight that these kind of things what they're doing can have a bad impact on the economy, on our fiat currencies, euro, US dollar, you name it, in long term, okay? And this is still the reason that Corona is around, and the numbers, the cases are just increasing. There are record high things, and yes, they can't do too much with it. And the third news is going to be about a new token is out. And why is it hyped? Because the founder of Year in Finance, Andrew Cron, has announced this, and obviously people FOMO'd in. It's no question. Let me show you this one. So it is called the Keep3R, KP3R, whatever you name it. Okay, and it's kind of new. Obviously, this is a new thing, and it came out like yesterday on the 28th of October. And look, in 24 hours, right now, according to the present situation and according to CoinGecko, it went up more than 1,000%. And now we can see in the last hour, it went up 6 and 5. So now it's a bit going now here sideways. And look, according to the article, actually in hours, it went 2,000%. And this is actually really crazy. And you know what happened to Year in Finance? People FOMO'd in, and this coin went up like a maniac. And what's happening to this one here is that, the trading on Uniswap started as low as $10 per token, but Monuments soon picked up spending it, surging almost 2,000% within hours. And according to CoinGecko, the new token already has a market cap of 35 million. And this was whenever they put out this article. But now when you're looking at it, let me refresh the page. 50. Look, have you seen it? When I was on it, the market cap was 57 million. Now it's 76 million. And whenever they put this article here on Cointelegraph, and actually it's a fairly new one, it was, according to them, 35 million. So actually they doubled it. We can see it, how crazily it goes up. Look, actually now I refresh the page. Remember, it was 6.5 in the last hour. Now it's 22%, and yeah, still goes up like crazy. And guys, be careful with these things, okay? I'm not doubting that those guys who actually join the game at the very early stage and they exit on time, they making great profit with it. It's not a question. But usually what's happening when everybody is FOMOing in, that those early ones dump the whole thing on the others, and then there will be just losers. So if you were early, obviously you make profit, and it's a very nice profit. So whoever entered somewhere here, down here, and then even exit now, or at least please take out the initial investment. So whatever you put in it and it doubled or tripled, at least take out the one you have started with, because then nothing bad can happen to you. Yes, it can happen that you don't make too much profit after it if it comes back, but you won't lose what you invested. I think that would be very important. Okay. Right, so these were the news for today. And if you have any questions, then just drop simply a comment under this video. I'm more than happy to answer them. Don't forget, I put these videos on YouTube every weekday. So from Monday to Friday, you're getting the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news. You can stay up to date with us. The only thing you have to do to subscribe to this YouTube channel, blockchainbloom, and hit the notification bell and then all, because then you will get the video as soon as it's out. And it's very important, because to keep up to date in this crypto blockchain industry is crucial. Otherwise, you cannot really follow it. And you can educate yourself with our courses. Don't forget, the links are under this video. We have a totally free course as well. Check it out. And I'm coming back tomorrow. I wish you a great day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.